Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Piland. Thank you for joining us today. I want to talk to you about a story that I came across just recently. A Starbucks employee was fired for being rude to a customer, supposedly over a cookie straw. And yes, I have seen footage of the incident as well, and I'll make sure that you guys are able to see that as well, because that is just wrong. However, due to copyright considerations, I can't show you what she said to the reporters, but I can read the statements from the website that I discovered it on afterwards. It's the least I can do on that, and speaking of Starbucks, some of you may have heard about a hacking situation that took place. Like, for example, about a week prior to the barista being rude to the customer, you download the Starbucks app and you want to reload a gift card, and then you find out your account's been drained even though you're not the one that spent the money. This was upsetting to some of us because, you know, those hackers have found a way to ruin our lives with what we already have, and we don't need any more of that. Basically, what they did was they would drain your bank accounts via this Starbucks app. What we don't know is why it's been taking place to begin with. But what I do know is that we don't need that happening again. Should you download other apps like Taco Bell, Subway, you name it. So what I want you to do is when you pay for something, you know, make sure that you really are the one paying for it, and double check your checking accounts, because you never know when an unauthorized purchase takes place. And if it does, let your bank know about it, and they'll help you out and they'll tell you what to do. And that's the least that I can suggest based on the hacking incident that took place a week prior to the barista being rude. And as for the barista that was being rude to the customer, I want you to take a look at two videos that I discovered on YouTube.
She's getting your name from you. Just calm down. Don't worry. Just there. Camera see everything. Camera see everything. This is special. She's not special. It's gonna be out. She's depending from this shot. She's depending from this shot. Not from the staff. Not you. You pay the business. No her.
No, it doesn't make sense that the barista ends up being the shift supervisor. But it just kind of makes you wonder why she acted that way to begin with. Now, if you were paying attention to the video, you may have noticed that the customer was ordering via the Starbucks app, which I was talking to you about also. Well, while I understand how the customer feels, you know, the customer wasn't doing anything wrong to begin with. The best suggestion I can offer for you, regardless of whether it's Starbucks or not, is if you're going to order something using the app, do it at home, pay for it at home, and then get to the location. And when you get there, let them know that you've ordered for that location you headed to. And that way, they'll bring you your food because they already know you paid for it. Most likely they hear an alarm going off saying, hey, this person ordered this, now go make that, and they'll take care of you. Yeah, they really will. Just let them know that you ordered online, and they'll help you out. Now, when we come back, I'll read some of the statements from what the shift supervisor claimed happened before she got fired. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show. Now, as promised, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what she said to the people at this TV station that I came across today. And by the way, the TV station I'm talking about, of course, is PIX11. That's their TV station. Now, what she basically said was, now, before I read what she said, I'm going to tell you what they said. They stated that the Starbucks employee, who identifies herself as Melissa, explained to Pix11 why she yelled at the customer the week prior. The video of the rant, which you've seen earlier today, was directed towards a customer by the name of Ruby Chen, and it went viral on Facebook. But Melissa stated that it only tells one side of the story. You see, Melissa claims the customer called her names, pointed a cookie straw at her face, and proceeded to get other customers involved in the fight. Now, here's where I have a problem. First of all, while they were somewhat involved in the fight, she did not get them involved in the fight. They were just defending her honor, because they didn't like the way that customer was treated. And for that same barista to disrespect them as well is totally absurd. And yes, it all sounds pretty terrible, but it's true. But according to PEIX11, they stated that it made sense that Melissa quit after the incident. So why would she be fired if she quit? Well, we really don't know why that would be the case, but we also don't know how or why she did that to the customers to begin with. Now, this is her side of the story. She stated that what we as people don't know is how annoying the customer was being, or how many awful customers she has had to deal with in the past 5 years she worked at Starbucks. Melissa says she's dealt with disrespectful customers before, and someone even threw a log at her. But that's just something that you sometimes wonder what the deal is. But I never believed that any of what she did was right, because she was wrong. There was no reason for that at all. There just wasn't. I would know, because if I worked with somebody like that, I'd make sure the manager knows about it, even if it's a supervisor, because I learned that lesson a few years back. I want to thank you for watching the show and have a nice day.